Hey everybody, Lightbrawler here once again, and I hope that you actually had a very happy holidays, for a very happy Christmas, or if you're still doing all your stuff in Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah for the people that do. And welcome back everybody to another Pokemon Violet stream. Last time we took on the third member of Team Star, Atticus, who used poison types and almost completely annihilated us. And the same thing went with the fifth gym leader in Medali, Larry, with his normal types. But so our team was kind of under leveled last time, but we actually got some things adjusted off stream and got a couple of our teammates involved. So now most of our team at this point is level 40. We did get a few evolutions. Knucklestack evolved into Garganical, and Hippopotas evolved into Hippowdon. So now we got a pretty set of powerhouses. Almost everyone's level 40, except for Quackball, who is now level 41. And we actually have pretty much our next destination, and because we actually had to switch outfits, we have the next destination that's going to be over here in Montenegro. Challenging the Montenegro gym. Rhyme. I'm just messing up all my stuff. Let's, Montenegro Gym Leader Rhyme, aka the MC of RIP. This ghost type user is among the very greatest. She's a legendary rapper who has performed all around the world, and has her thrilling live shows rather the bones for devilish beats and double battles. Fun times. So we're gonna actually be setting that as our destination. And that'll be actually one of our go-to points for today, but we haven't actually been going anywhere around here, so we're on the Dalizapa Passage. But anyways, I hope that everybody who celebrated Christmas had a very happy Christmas. And yeah, we'll just get started with more getting back into things with Pokemon. Ooh. Citadel. And this seems to be clearly an ice type. We should be careful. We should try to catch it. We'll just do Aqua stuff. I don't know how much this is. Well, enough to kill it. We're too strong now. Because now everyone's at level 40, and we have a lot better of a team. I should, however, give moves. I forgot to do that. What stuff do we have? Fake Tears, Mud Slap, Acid Spray. We don't really have the greatest set of moves. Let's do this. Let's face it here. In cold places like this, my life gets a bit easier. Oh, how so? Ah, Corviknight. Corviknight is exerting its pressure. It's also level 38. We'll just slow sweep. Oh, that did almost half. Uh-oh, scary face. You're not so scary. Ooh, almost. Taunt? Why would you do that? You know what? You get an Aqua Step for that. Goodbye, Corviknight. You defeat Andre the Courier. Only my deliveries get easier, you know. Battling's as tough as always. Well, sorry I made your job harder. Because, you know what, I took out the Pokemon that you actually use for your deliveries. Ooh, Snorunt. I just hate that some Pokemon get stuck in the walls. It's just, like, kind of disappointing. but they just get stuck. Metatite Sweat. Okay, at least we got another Pokemon Center that we can use. A Shiny Stone? That could evolve certain Pokemon. More candy! We need those candies. Oh, gimme Bull. We'll take that coin, thank you. More Gibble and Gabite. Ooh, an HP up. Might as well grab as many of these items as we can, because it'll help us with, Also, it stops the littering. Oh, 3 Hyper Potions. There's a TM up there. I'm gonna have to do the back... Yep. Oh, there we go. Save. Got the TM for Metal Claw. Ah. I did not hit you there, Snoring. Okay, you're gonna protect yourself. Now I see what your game is. If I lose sweep, this thing's dead, so we're gonna Aerial Ace. Okay, that almost kept it spot. Icy Wind. Let's try Premier Ball. Ooh, got it in one ball. Always nice to have. Snorunt, the Snow Hat Pokemon. It is said that a home visited by a Snorunt will prosper. It can withstand cold of negative 150 degrees Fahrenheit. We will be blessed with a Snorunt. Maybe not for, if we're basically in below 0, temperatures. Anyways, there's a trainer right here. Let's, battle. I was born up north, so I get excited when I come to cold places like this. Maybe he was in Montenegro, and then he just, decided to come to school. Hariyama. Well. Oh, Focus Punch? Oh boy. Too bad that you're gonna take this Aerial Ace and lose your focus. And now you're trying to save your ass by detecting. Nope. Nice try, buddy. You can't use that too many times, because otherwise it'll just be at risk of failing. You defeated Mihai the student. You left me out in the cold. Well, stop wearing the summer outfit and start wearing this winter outfit, because it's gonna get cold, you know, as we keep going up north. Rare Bone. Oh, that's probably more Snorunt. Okay, another round. I sense a strong aura. Your Pokemon seem really strong. I want to battle them. Alright, Teo. You got Tauros. Also, Hazy Haxers, yeah, I know that, Rock Replica's own temple in the wild can be... That's for the midday form. That sometimes, or at least from an older generation, it was that. Anyways, Teo has been defeated. Sai was right! Yeah, you were right about us. If you made it all the way out here, you gotta be strong for sure. That is true. Giant flamingo. Giant ostrich. Okay, we have that way to Medalli, that way to the Glaciado mountain path. Got it. Oop, I did not mean to touch the Splittle. Or to go near the Splittle. Oh, you're the lady with the toxicity from the last time. And I just want to make sure that we got this set of Pokemon Centers done. Because this is at the Pico. Alright, we are actually heading up this mountain because we need to get to Montenegro. And I think the only other way we can go up is through the mountains. Super Potion and a Pokédoll. Maybe we'll encounter a ton of ice types. Hi. Well, starting to get that feeling. We're seeing more ice types and... Oh, snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Just not on my head. I'll take an awesome video of this with my camera app. It's gonna blow up everyone's feeds. Alright, Morgrim, which is the evolved form of Impidimp. Oh, Sucker Punch. But that's not going to do enough damage because, number one, it's a dark mode. Kilowatt Troll. That's an electric type, so, we will pass and go into Gargantuar. Because you know what? Might as well, bring it out. Dual Wing Beat, that's an interesting move choice. It's time to self-cure you. And now it's trying to upper, but none of its moves are gonna work because we are solid as a rock. So we will just end it with Body Slam. I can't post this. No, you can't, son, but I sure will. Bunny Pepper Man. Scovillain. Low Sweep. Uh-oh, Zen Headbutt. Ooh. We'll try Great Balling. Oh, please do not land another Zen Headbutt. Oh, Worry Seed. That just makes us have the Insomnia. We'll try Nest Ball, but I don't think it's gonna work. Or it did. I can't argue with that. Skill Villain, the Spicy Pepper Pokemon, a Grass and Fire type. The green head has turned vicious due to the spicy chemical stimulating its brain. Once it goes on a rampage, there is no stopping it. Spicy, and it's Capsicum's evolution. I need to keep reminding myself, hey, you should use auto heal. Ooh, there's Pyroar. Another ostrich lady. Take that too. Oh, Bullet Seed. Alright, we are... Ooh, Protein, which raises attack. That'll be useful for, our physical attackers. Let us look around. Maybe there'll be something interesting. A lot of Lycanroc. Ooh, an Axie. I don't necessarily want to use, too many, older Pokemon. Body Press. The user attacks by slamming the biting target. It uses the defense to calculate damage. It might be good if you're tanky. The worst part about Ghastly, you can never tell if it's shiny or not because all of them kind of look the same. Anyways, clear your mind. If you clear your mind of all worldly thoughts, even fire will feel cool. I don't know how to feel about that. I really don't. Medicham. Well, let's see how much the Zeralis does. Well, it takes it out. Goodbye, Medicham. And that was a crit. Probably didn't matter, but it mattered in the end anyway. Could clear your mind. Well, I think your head just went completely empty. You just went, no thoughts, head empty. That's what you shouldn't be doing. You mean to say that we need to go up this entire mountain? These people are crazy. Well, we gotta, like, see everything, so... Oh, Low Sweep. We already have that move, so it would, be useful if we have another Carbos. Finding a lot of random, TMs. Oh boy, the frame rate is going down. Ooh, Stomp! Haven't seen Stomp in a while. Electro Ball. Flying Terra type, Numel. Oh, the frames are getting, like, horrible over here. Oops. Okay, that's a little bit more tolerable. What is art? I don't even know anymore. I don't know either. Carolina the artist has nothing but spray paint and white flower floor bits. We're getting into the very higher levels, and this is level 42. It's the same level, but I don't want to take a, Dazzling Gleam or Moonblast to the face, so, Goodbye will have to take the hit. Or we'll just set up Misty Terrain. Wow, it lives with 1 health. And now it's setting up another terrain. Make your mind. Make up your mind. It's either misty terrain or grassy terrain. Alright, well I think that was our only Pokemon, so... Nope, she is Bruxish. Well, we might as well use Palmot because it's our only electric type that we can use that could pretty much easily defeat Bruxish. Quackable wants to learn acrobatics. Well, we have an item, but we can relearn it at any time. And now she's Grimmsnarl, so guess it's time to bring out Grafai again. Since it's a fairy type. Ooh, that didn't, like... Ooh, we got the poison out of that, though. Nasty Plot? Okay, you are also not, Prankster, so... that gives a lot of information. We're gonna use turn to just, end this match. That last move of yours was pure art. Thank you. To the Glaceado Gym. That's not where we really want to go. We need to actually get to, Montenegro, but we could probably, use this as a way to get to... teleport to that, Pokemon Center. If we do decide to come across it, now rather than later. A lot of Citadels here. Ooh, there's a Beartick. A Bombastone. I know that Mel, when she was playing through Scarlet, managed to encounter a shiny Snover, so that would... it wouldn't be too bad if I got a shiny Ice type. Maybe not specifically Snover, since I have one, but anything would do. At least in this version of the game. But, that's easier said than done. You ought to be careful, there's no shortage of strong trainers in these parts. We'll be fine. I don't know why you're here, because, this is like an ice area. Oh, well, conveniently enough, there's the gym for, Lestado, but that's not where we want to go. At least it's right there, so... I suppose none of the other trainers were as strong as you. Well, we're just better than them. Ow, we hit a pole. Well, that's the Laceda Gym, but we actually are not gonna face it yet. But having this Pokemon Center actually is very helpful, because we can come back to it later. There's where we need to go, and at least we could use this as a, this mountain as a shortcut. Maybe not the correct way to go, but, you know... Well, we made it. That's the important part. Oh, hello. Another Citadel over here. Flail. And that critted? This thing has probably no attack adjustment. We'll Ultra Ball you. Gotcha, Citadel was caught. Citadel, the Terra Whale Pokemon, an Ice type. It lives in frigid regions and pods of 5 or so individuals. It loves the minerals found in snow and ice. Oh, hello, Sneasel. You know what? Fine, I'll face you as well. Fury Swipe, and you're faster. Oh, great. Just what I needed, but at least you only hit twice. Whoa, you have some defense. Alright, we used our last Ultra Ball and our only Ultra Ball in that Citadel, so it's time to use Great Balls. Almost had it. Well, that one critted. I knew Sneasel had very, like, annoying catch rate, so you just gotta be careful. We'll try another Nest Ball. Okay! That worked again. Sneasel, the Sharp Claw Pokemon, a Dark and Ice type. This is a smart and sneaky Pokemon. A pair may work together to steal eggs by having one lure the parents away. Ooh, you meanie. Ooh, a Ghost Hair Shard. Oh, looks like they decide to... Nope. Anyways, Montenegro, everybody. Might as well heal up at this Pokemon Center. Get these people some jackets. They're freezing. Unless this entire Pokemon Center has like special like a heating zone of some sort. I don't know how these guys deal with it. But this guy actually is going to be important because Hyper Train. So when your Pokemon actually are level 50 and you got bottle caps, come to this guy because he'll make you have he'll maximize your IVs for your stats. So that'll actually be helpful for anyone that needs it. Ooh, Leech Life. A move that got quadrupled in power in Gen 7. A Covert Cloak. It protects you from the added effects of moves. That could be very sneaky. We should be okay on items. There's a couple of vending machines. Anyways, you've arrived at your destination. Oh, Mr. Jacques. Hello, hello, Luz. How goes your treasure hunt? Figured out what you're hunting for yet? Sure have. That's great. Look at you knowing exactly what you're after. Many students choose to make the gym circuit a part of their treasure hunt. It's no easy feat, but even making the attempt is a worthwhile experience. That's why I was waiting here, to make sure your homeroom teachers got your back. You got a lucky egg. An item to be held by a Pokemon. It's an egg filled with happiness that earns the holder extra experience points. This should be handy for your treasure hunt. I hope you keep working hard on that Pokedex of yours too, since I didn't make the app after all. That's all from me. Just do your best and keep out of danger, okay? Well, since this is double battles, I think Revive might be very, good for this, since it's a normal type and we can avoid all that, stuff. It's nice and warm, said the gym. I wonder if they have any Rhymes magazines here. The Montenegro gym leader Rhymes specializes in ghost-type Pokemon. You won't get anywhere if you try to take her on with normal or fighting types. Thanks for the tip. We kind of know that. Welcome to the Montenegro gym. Let me register you as a challenger. Your name is Luz, yes? Great! Now, in order to face Gym Leader Rhyme, you first need to pass the gym test. Here at the Montenegro gym, that means warming up the audience for the main event. That's right, you're the opening act. Your job is to get up on the stage, show us some dead fierce Pokemon battles, and get the crowd excited before the Gym Leader's concert begins. You can start the gym test by speaking with MC Sledge in front of the stage outside. Now get out there and have fun! Well, we just passed by that stage and on our way down anyway, so we will do that. Oh, but there's a TM that I missed. What did we miss? Electric terrain. Okay. Yo, trainer, you're the one performing the opening act today. My name's MC Sledge. This is the stage right here. So here's the deal. We're gonna have you do some double battles. That's where you have 2 Pokemon fight on each side. Then I'll let you sledge up the double the opponents and get the audience twice as excited. The venue will be so hot it'll melt the Montenegro snow. Once you get the audience worked up and ready to go, that'll be your cue for the leader to take the stage. That's how you pass our gym test, yo. Your opening act begins as soon as you get up on the stage. There'll be no backing down until you win 3 times in a row, so make sure you're ready. You go down to the deets for the opening act and our gym test, ready to sledge them up? Yep, I'm ready. Sweet, just play it by ear. You'll do great. Head up onto the stage. Gym test. Warm up the audience for Rhyme's concert. What's up, Montenegro? Today's opening act will be 3 back-to-back double battles by our challenger here, Luz. And the first of their 3 opponents will make this young performer who makes it look like a breeze. The one, the only, Taz! Double battles, that means 1 + 1, right? Can you do that math? Alright. Shuppet and Graveyard. And they're level 40, which is a good thing that we actually, did level these guys up to be around that level, so that's not too bad. And we take out Shuppet with Hippowdon's Crunch. Uh-oh. Wow, this battle's amazing. I'm gonna call my friends to cheer you on. We will substitute. Because I think that it's going to Grafai, so we will put in the substitute for now and avoid. Oh, Hapalan's faster than this Bard. Yep, we made the correct decision. The substitute took damage from Grafai. Damn. Our substitute wasn't good. We'll use Bite again. It's super effective. The opposing Bard fainted. You defeated Gym Trainer Taz. 1 + 1 is 2, right? Right? You lost both, so... Oh, the lights went on. The audience cheering got a little louder. The Montenegro stage has all the latest tech. The more excited the audience gets, the more the stage will light up. Keep on sledging, you got this. And our challenger's next opponent will be a musician with a bit of a unique style. It's Lonnie! Strong complements weak, the harmony of two Pokemon battling in unison. You are challenged by Gym Trainer Lonnie. Haunter and Mischievous. We will bite Mischievous and we will crunch Haunter. Paladin just like blocks Grafai from even doing anything. Uh-oh, Mega Shade. We got the flinch hacks on Mischievous, so... And down goes Haunter to crunch. Ooh. Dashman wants to learn Charm. No thank you. That trainer might actually be really good. Come on, you can do it. And the cheering gave us more attack power. And that's it for Gym Leader Lonnie. That wasn't harmony, it was cacophony. Her hair is clipping through her face. Oh, the battlefield's now lit up. The audience is really getting excited. Your opening acts turned the cheering and the stage lighting up to 11. What a surprise for our new challenger. Who thought they'd sledge it up this much? Next is your last opponent, and it's none other than... me, MC Sledge! Being an MC isn't my only forte, I can battle too. I'll sledge you up real good in a double battle. Alright, bring it. Sableye and Driftwood. Since the only Pokemon that can actually beat the Sableye is a Fairy type, we're gonna switch out of Grafai for now. And instead, we will actually go into Dash Bond. Uh-oh, self-destruct! Well, it didn't do that much damage. power gem. Okay. That move was really great. Consider me your newest fan. Well. Alright, PokeRap takes out Sableye, and we're done with this third consecutive double battle. You defeated MC Sledge. It was you who sledged me up. The Sunner's now letting up too. The audience excitement's reached a fever pitch. Whoa, awesome, that was a great battle. How lucky, that was a rare sight. Thank you, Lose. Congratulations, you passed the gym test. Give him a round of applause, everybody. And we got that gym test done. I feel a scary good sense of unity in the crowd. Perfecto, we're ready to go for the main event. Come on, everybody, say it with me. This is what you all been waiting for. Give it up for the MC of RIP, Rhyme! Rhyme. What's all this noise I'm hearing? This crowd's so loud it could wake the dead. Let me tell you what I want to hear. Y'all feeling good? Yeah, we're feeling good. Rhyme. Woo! I can't scream up the top of my lungs. Thanks for the killer opening, baby. Now get this started for real. Congrats on the gym test. That was sick, yo. Thanks. Give some in for some rhyme time, you feel me? Go ahead and tell the lobby staffer you passed. Well, time to get back to the gym. Alright, everyone's healed back up. Amazing job, Blues! You were a fantastic opening act. That's the gym test cleared then. Well done! You've now earned the right to challenge the gym leader. Best of luck! Are you ready to challenge Gym Leader Rhyme, the MC of RIP? Very well, allow me to show you to the battle court. Yo. It sounds like there might be a rap battle going on over on the stage. This is my time and this is my day. You're not gonna stand in my way. Listen up, Rhyme, your reign is here. You're gonna get rung up by this pro cashier. Pro cashier, well, I'm about to check out. Must have got your rhymes on deep discount. Please, you think you could step to my game? Fool, I got the rhyme right there in my name. I'm Spectre from the Desert Protector, and victory to me when you in this crowd sees you're a mere pretender. You want to end my reign? Yeah, keep dreaming. Buy a book of rhymes, kids. Start reading. I'm done! You won! My rhymes totally whiffed, but I'll be back. I'll maybe after my next shift. Hold up! Where are you going? That's all you got? After my next shift? Seriously? Bars over jokes? Come on! That was over way too fast. It gets boring wearing the crown if no one makes the fight to keep it. Hey, my opener's back. Are you here for a rap battle or a gym battle? I'm here for a gym battle. As much as I want it to be a rap battle, but it's a gym battle. As if I even needed to ask. You were captivated by that show I put on, huh? I rap what's in my soul, baby. Weaving words into a symphony of poetry. Don't try it with me. You won't last one round. I'm like Stabilize. My mean look will lock you down. Like that, you feel me? Well, let's get to it. You're a Pokemon trainer, so battle me and show me who you are. My music's not all that tops the charts. My skills with ghost types are the best around. And there's... Let's forget it. The name's rhyme, and I'm known as the MC of R.I.P. Dead or alive, let's make this a vibe. You are challenged by Gym Leader Rhyme. Bayonet and Mimikyu. Okay. We don't mess around in Montenevera. On my stage, we double out, don't let it scare you. I like when they do the double battles because it's actually, the standard for most, VGC. Show us your awesome battle rhyme, and you too, student kid! Sucker Punch. Ow. Well, Poison Jab is me. Boop. The opposing Mimikyu's disguise was busted, and it was her. And then everyone except Hippowdon gets nice! She totally nailed that Pokemon's weakness without battling an eye. Well, we're actually getting stat increases because of that. Poison Jab Mimikyu, and we will French the Bayonet. Uh-oh, Icy Wind. Well, there goes our speed. And down goes Bayonet. And Mimikyu goes down to the Sandstorm. Ooh, Rhyme's sending out Toxtricity. The boy! And she's sending out Houndstone. Another good boy. One of its Pokemon went down. This is so exciting! Alright, heal up for 5. Kick back, relax, and enjoy this last track. Turn it up for a great battle and good time. Oh boy, the Houndstone are like everything. There's a great violent thing. He's dancing. It's adorable. Look at him go. When I'm on the mic, even the dead rise up. DJ G-Rave over there, sure feeling it. And she's thrustling her Toxtricity to be a ghost. Uh-oh, Phantom Force. Ah, so that's why she used Phantom Force. Well, her Toxtricity's out of contention. That only leaves her Houndstone, which is in Phantom Force. We should still be slower than it because icy wind. Ooh, good damage. Oh, because we had the stat boost. Well, and that's it for her team. So we won our 6th gym battle. Giving up the ghost's not really my style. I'll let you have this one though, baby. Great battle! Chilling and thrilling! You got the spirit, kid. You've earned my gym badge, alright? And how about VIP pass for my next show, too? Ooh, sweet. I love VIP passes. Montenegro Gym defeated. With 6 gym badges, it'll be easier to catch Pokemon up to level 50, and listen to what you have to say, too. I'm feeling so good, I think I'm gonna let you have this. Got the TM for Shadow Ball. Nice. The user attacks by hurling a shadowy blob at the target. It may also lower the target's special defense stat. Too bad it's over. Make your way back to the stage sometime. Maybe next time we rap battle instead. Who knows? I'm sure you've got some scary good adventures ahead. I'll be cheering for you. Later. And that is Gym Battle 6 done, so we only got 2 more to go. Oh, Hassel's here. Greetings once more, Luz. I was watching your battle with the gym leader from the sidelines, and I must say, I thought it was simply excellent! Full marks! Gold star! Extra credit, even! Hardly had you sent out your Grafai before you launched into your strategy. That unrelenting offensive, that flurry of attacks, what an efficient way to corner the opponent! And what artfully trained Pokemon! Such a vibrant palette of moves! I do beg your pardon. I didn't mean to let my emotions run amok like that. In summary, I simply wanted to say that you seem to have gotten even stronger. I must admit, I'm eager for you to gather all the gym badges. As a member of the Elite Four, I await the day you come to face me with great anticipation. Oh, but one thing. Don't let your studies fall by the wayside. Be sure to come to the Academy now and then. The list of TMs you can make at the TM machine is updated. That might not be a bad idea. That might not be a bad idea to see if there's new classes. Because it has been a while. But, first things first, let us actually heal up the team. Yeah, let's actually head back to, Uva Academy and see if we got anything, class-related. We will probably come back to Montenegro because we have, bottle caps. Our team isn't near level 50, so most of it's now starting to hit, 43. So, let's actually see if we got new classes. Oh boy, round 4 of all of this. We have a final exam, a 6th class, and a final exam after the 4th and 5th one. So let us actually go. Hello, hello! I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. Y'all did great on the midterm exam. Thanks for answering my little question at the end, too. I'll be sure to keep your responses in mind. Alright, we're now heading into the last half of our classes together. It's time for our knowledge to evolve and grow, just like our Pokemon. Evolution, yep, evolution. Today, we're going to learn about the fascinating phenomenon of Pokemon evolution. As your Pokemon battle and level up, they learn moves and get stronger. And for some Pokemon, once they've leveled up enough, their appearance changes and their stats increase, sometimes by a lot. That's Pokemon evolution. Pokemon become very strong when they evolve, making them trusty partners in battle. But some people prefer to keep their Pokemon in their adorable pre-evolved states. To do this, you just need to remember a certain button when your Pokemon begins to evolve. Say it with me up, you already know. To cancel evolution, press the... Well, there's no C button here, but B button. That's right, everyone. B for best answer. The button when you need to stop a Pokemon from evolving is the B button. If you press this button soon after a Pokemon begins to evolve, you can stop it from changing. You can also let the Pokemon hold an item known as an Everstone to keep it from evolving. And keep in mind that the requirements for evolution differ from Pokemon to Pokemon. Some may evolve having a certain item, such as a Firestone or Thunderstone used on them. Others may have to learn a specific move or defeat specific Pokemon to battle to evolve. The way Primeape evolves into Annihilape is especially strange. You see, there's a certain move that... Whoops! Sorry, looks like we're running out of time. How very convenient. I guess we'll have to end the class there today. Thank you all for your attention. But I wanted to learn! Bastard! But, if you want Primeape to evolve into Annihilape, you gotta use it 20 times. Anyways, Biology, round 5. Hello, hello! I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. But before we get going, do you remember the final question from our midterm exam? Well, Director Clavel found out about it somehow and I got yelled at. Whoops. Apparently, you could tell I was just hiding something just by looking at me. You must have noticed all the color flushed right out of my face. Speaking of color, today I'd like to tell you about colors as they pertain to Pokemon. Some Pokemon have slightly different coloration or pattern on their bodies based on their gender or individual differences. In very rare cases, a Pokemon might have wildly different coloration compared to the others of the same species. We call these specimens shiny Pokemon. It is quite rare to come to cross paths with one. Does everyone know what the likelihood of finding a shiny Pokemon is? It's 1 in 4,000. Wow, that's right, you have makings of a Pokemon, Professor Luz. Shiny Pokemon appear in a rate of 1 in 4,000. Isn't that amazing? The probability of encountering one in the wild is the same as hatching one from an egg too. Eggs from a pair of Pokemon raised around differing lineages are a special case. There's a higher than average chance that a shiny Pokemon will hatch from these eggs. We haven't been able to figure out why that is just yet. I've also heard rumors of a charm that increases your likelihood of finding shiny Pokemon when you have it in your bag. Can you believe that? This claim can't be scientifically verified, but we'd sure be fun if it were true. Whoops, there's the bell. That's all for today. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for telling us about the shiny charm. Anyway. Good morning, Miss Luz. What class would you like to take? Math. We need to learn math and probability and, making people lose in ranked. When we get to that. Hello, everyone. Well done on the midterm exam. Some of you earned perfect scores and others seem to have a bit of trouble. I can tell that you've all tried your best. I'm quite pleased to say that every last one of you passed. I can only assume that means you have all come to learn to love numbers. Stay sharp and try your best for the rest of my classes too. Speaking of staying sharp, do you know how that word applies to Pokemon battles? That's right, it has to do with stat boosts. A Pokemon's stats rise and fall through the course of battle, correct? For example, if the Pokemon uses the move Work Up, its attack and special attack stats will rise up by 1 stage each. And as you know, each time Pokemon's attack or special attack raises one stage, moves affected by that stat will deal 50% more damage. If that same Pokemon uses in a previous same were to use Work Up again, both its attack and special attack stats will have been risen by 2 stages total. This results in a 100% increase in damage dealt, making its moves twice as strong. Sword Stance, on the other hand, boosts attack 2 stages at once, allowing Pokemon to deal double damage after a single use. Using a Sword Stance twice would boost the Pokemon's attack by 4 stages. How much more damage then would this Pokemon deal? Wow, that's great! You answered this difficult question with ease, Luz. It is actually triple, because if you have it by 2 and it's now doubled, if it's by 4, it becomes triple. Each stage of the Pokemon's attack or special attack set is increased its damage by 50%. So being raised by 4 stages will be 50%, or 4 times 50%, or 200% increase. The base damage of a move is 100%, so adding 200% to that gives us 300%. In other words, the next move the Pokemon uses will deal triple damage. Type matchups, critical hit damage, and other factors all play into these calculations as well, so even a small boost must be taken seriously. By the way, if a stat simply says rose, that means it's gone up by 1 stage. If it rose sharply, that's 2 stages. And if it's rose drastically, that's 3 stages. Just so you know, the X attack and X special attack items, which can only be used in battle, can use to sharply boost these respective stats. Oh my, is that the bell? I suppose that's all for now, what a shame. Today's lesson was a little bit difficult, so be sure to review what you've learned in order to stay sharp. I'll see you all again next class. Math, round 5 was this time. Hello everyone, let's have a fun class today. Did you make sure to review last class's material in order to stay sharp? I know it was a little difficult with all the talk of multiplication and percentages and the like. But today we'll be talking about percentages again to learn about probability. That may sound like we're going to have another difficult class, but did you know that all of you already deal with probability on a regular basis? Pokemon moves generally have a property called accuracy, which determines the probability that it will hit. The accuracy of Tackle is 100, or 100%, so if you were to use Tackle 100 times, you could expect it to hit all 100 times. The move Hypnosis, which puts opponents to sleep, has an accuracy of 60, or 60%. That means you could expect it to hit 60 times in 100 uses. To put that another way, out of 100 uses, you could expect it to miss 40 times. Many of the truly powerful moves often tend to have lower accuracy, so when you're deciding whether to go slow and steady with moves that are sure to hit, or hard and fast moves with stronger but less accurate moves, you're already studying probability. Let me see here. Perhaps Surf and Hydro Pump will be good examples for this discussion. Surf has a power of 90. Its accuracy is 100, meaning you can expect it to hit every time. Hydro Pump's accuracy is only 8, but when it hits, its power is 110. So between Surf and Hydro Pump, which move would you want to use for yourselves? It really does depend on the situation. Oh my, I see you're always considering various possibilities, Luz. I may have sound like there is a correct answer here, but there's not. You're free to use any moves you wish. Factors like PP or number of targets hit may make some moves more suited to certain conditions. However, trading accuracy for power, or vice versa, is purely a matter of preference. The Surf versus Hydro Pump debate has been ongoing for quite some time. Personally, I'm more invested in the debating of rock-type moves like Rock Slide and Stone Edge. Let me tell you, I could get worked up talking about those moves, but... Oh my, there's the bell, what a shame. Next class will be the last of our time together, so show up 100% ready to go. Alright, we have History, Languages, Battle Studies, Art, and Home Economics. Alright, time for History. Ancient History. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now part of history. I was hoping to continue unraveling the marvels of history that presented to us today. However, I imagine your ability to concentrate has been spectacularly derailed by my midterm. I suppose changing things up for fun and variety may be a good idea every now and then. So, allow me to tell you an old fairy tale that has been passed down in Paldea for generations. Once upon a time, there was a king who very much enjoyed collecting treasure. He was particularly fond of treasures from other countries. One day, a merchant from the east heard rumors of this king and came to meet him. The merchant laid out 4 treasures from the treasure-loving king. The 4 treasures were as follows: a vessel, a sword, a set of tablets, and a set of beads. Seeing such rarities before him, the king leaped for joy. He showered the merchant with gold coins and claimed all 4 of the treasures for himself. Aha! Perfect time to make eye contact with the news. Answer me this. I said that one of the treasures was a set of tablets. What do you think these tablets were? Wood plates to write on, handheld electronic devices, or medicine that you can chew. Correct. Your daily pursuit of knowledge serves you well. These particular tablets were wood and used as a writing medium in the East in ancient times. As you may know, they fell out of popular use as paper became more universally available. For the king to consider these paper substitutes treasures, they must have been of superb quality. That, or perhaps they had some amazing profound teachings written on them. So the king obtained these 4 treasures, and on that very night, it is said that a terrible disaster rained down upon his castle, reducing it to rubble by dawn. Oh, is it that time already? I wasn't done with my story, but alas, so ends today's lesson. If you are interested in how the story ends, you may come see me outside class hours. Oh boy. Outside class hours. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now part of history. Today we will continue to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us. I trust that you all remember our lesson before the midterm exam considering the great crater of Paldea and its interior, Area Zero. This mysterious crater captured the imaginations of many, including the former Paldean emperor. 200 years ago, a group of explorers claimed to have finally reached its depths. The name of this team that achieved this great feat was the Area Zero Expedition. The team is said to have been made up of Paldea's best and brightest. Skilled battlers, brilliant researchers, talented individuals of all kinds. Among the listed team members was the name of a man who was an author and brilliant natural historian, Heath. After returning from the expedition to Area Zero, he used his literary talent to record the events of the expedition and publish them. Ah, perfect timing to make eye contact in the news. Let's see if you are paying attention. What was the name of the team that first made to the deepest reaches of the Great Crater? The Area Zero Adventurers, the Area Zero Expedition, the Area Zero Survey Corps. Sorry, Survey Corps was only for, be sweet. It's Area Zero Expedition. Correct! To pick up and remember a term, I simply slipped into the flow of the lecture. You really are quite the clever one. The correct name for this team was the Area Zero Expedition. The record of their activities can be found by Expedition member Heath, can be found in the bookstores and the like even today. This record is known as the Violet Book. At the time, the entire region of Paldea was absolutely buzzing about Area Zero. The Violet Book was so popular that practically everyone had a copy. However, the book itself was full of fantastical descriptions and illustrations of things that could never be thought of as real. The masses began to call Heath a liar. Even the truth of the expedition making it to the bottom of the crater was called into question. The Violet Book was condemned to the shelves of the used bookstores as just another book of wild paranormal stories. There's a copy of one of the bookshelves on the ground floor at the entrance hall. Feel free to have a read if you're interested. Oh, is that time already? I must have gotten swept into filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lessons. We will unravel more of history's enigmas together next time. Languages. Languages. Let's have some je ne sais quoi time with Salvatore. How did you like the midterm exam? You all did really great. We're halfway there. And now, time for another lesson. Are you ready? Très bon response. Great answer. Merci. My friends, I knew I could count on your stars. Leading up to the midterm, we learned all sorts of words from different regions. Starting today, though, I'll be throwing a curveball, and we begin listening comprehension. Bossy, go for it, my assistant Pikachu! As you just heard, Pokemon can also use words to communicate. It's not always easy for us to understand them, but their words have meaning just as ours do. Pokemon can use language to share all kinds of information with each other, like the location of food, or whether there may be predators nearby. The same Pokemon's cries may sound different depending on what it wants to say. I'm sure you're all curious, so aujourd'hui, today, that is, let's learn some Pokemon language. Je t'en prie, if you would be so kind, Pikachu. What emotion do you suppose Pikachu is trying to convey just now? Marvelous! Correct, I guess we should call you Professor. When Pikachu says... It's using its angry voice. That's right, I had my little Pikachu friend here pretend to be angry for us. Don't you think you did a great job? Give Pikachu a round of applause, everyone. The same Pokemon can even communicate its feelings in many different ways. Their voices change depending on their mood and physical condition. Try listening more carefully to Pokemon. You might gain a deeper understanding of them. That having been said, Pokemon are quite mysterious creatures. Some actually don't communicate with the words at all, but instead use things like electromagnetic or ultrasonic waves. Some even use telepathy. And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one of my words of advice. If you poke at your Pokemon way too many times while washing them during picnics, they'll get mad at you like Pikachu just demonstrated. Well, adios, matane, alla porciane. See you later, everyone. Oh boy, the language stuff is getting a little bit tricky. And now it's nighttime, so all the nighttime Pokemon are coming out. My dear friends, how are you all today? I hope you are doing marvelously well. It's time for another of Salvatore's language lessons. Are you ready? I would expect no less from my excellent friends. Even your replies to my questions are excellent. Aujourd'hui, today we will once again be focusing on listening. Vas-y, go for it, my assistant Pikachu! As you may remember from our last class, the same Pokemon's cries may sound different depending on what it wants to say. Aujourd'hui, today that is, we will be learning more about the language used by Pokemon. Je t'en prie, if you will be so kind, Pikachu. That sounds a little weak, doesn't it? Its voice seems a little lower pitched too. What emotion do you suppose Pikachu was just trying to convey now? Ding ding ding, that's right, Luz, fantastique! When Pikachu says... It's expressing sadness. Kinda makes you want to cry, doesn't it? That's right, I had my little Pikachu cry as if it was crying. Funny joke, right? Don't you think it did a great job? Give Pikachu a round of applause, everyone. And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. If you hear one of your Pokemon making sad noises like this one, you should treat them with even more kindness than usual. Well, you probably already knew that, though. A piece of cake for you all, I'm sure. Of course, this goes for your classmates and others as well. Friends should support each other in times of sadness. I truly hope that you can all have smiles on your faces all the time, my friends. Our Pochinko, next lesson, that is, will be our final lesson together. I hope you're ready for the climactic finale. Adios, matane! Oh boy. Getting to the stretch with all the classes. We have battle studies with Miss Dendra. Another day, another round of battle study. So let's get right into it. Y'all gave everything you had on the midterm exams. Well done. We'll resume our regular classes today, so keep up that energy for the second half of the term. Have y'all been using the R button to send out your Pokemon? If you do, your Pokemon will run up in the direction you're facing. It's a super useful tactic that lets you pick Pokemon pick up faraway items for you, and that's not all. If there's a wild Pokemon here that you want to send out Pokemon, they'll start battling each other. We call those battles auto battles. Just as the name implies, your Pokemon will act on its own during auto battles, meaning you won't have to give it any commands. And if your Pokemon wins, it'll gain experience points just like it would in a regular battle. If you make good use of these, they can be a really efficient way to train your party. But you'll want to remember that Pokemon won't evolve or learn new moves right away if they level up from an auto battle. Also, if a Pokemon loses an auto battle, it'll just come back with a small amount of HP left. Make sure to heal it up right away. Whoops, I just did the whole class as a one-sided lecture. Does anyone have any questions so far? Well, if you stop in an auto battle, you just have to recall the Pokemon. There's no stopping an auto battle once it starts. You'll have to wait and see how it plays out. You can call your Pokemon before the battle starts, though, if you press the ZR button while your Pokemon's still on its way to the opponent. Even during auto battles, our Pokemon are out there battling for us. They're trainers. Keep an eye on them as much as possible, and if it looks like they're going to lose, be sure to have them retreat. Also, this goes without saying, but Pokemon with low HP are already worn out. They probably won't enjoy auto battles as much, so don't work them too hard, okay? In conclusion, auto battles only work if a trainer and their Pokemon have a relationship of mutual trust. Be smart with how you use auto battles so you don't lose the trust of your Pokemon. Oh man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home, but I guess we've run out of time, as usual. Class is over for now. Take care, you little rascals. Alright, time for another set of battle studies. We are spending a bit of time here, so... And I hope that everyone's, kicking back and enjoying me trying to, like, throw my voice out. Another day, another round of battle study. Well, so let's get right into it. I hope you gave auto battles a shot like we talked about last class. Make good use of auto battles will let you train up a bunch of different Pokemon. It's also an efficient way to gather the Pokemon materials you need to make TMs or TM machines. Speaking of which, have you all been using the TM machines? I sure hope so, because it's pop quiz time! To create TMs, you need Pokemon materials and one other thing. Anyone remember what that is? League points. Looks like you've already a TM machine pro, new kid. The correct answer is League points, or LP for short. You can give LP and Pokemon materials to a TM machine to create TMs, but that's not all. You can also exchange Pokemon materials out of TM machine to gain LP. I recently heard about some shady individuals getting LP illegally using a technique called hacking? Or something like that. I don't want any of you getting involved in bad stuff like that, got it? Anyway, you can also add teams that you want to make to your watch list. This will let you keep an eye on the materials you need to gather. In conclusion, in order to make TMs, you need Pokemon materials. And if you want to get hold of lots of materials, you have to battle all kinds of Pokemon. Ah, man, I was just about to this hands-on practice to drive the point home, but I guess we're never gonna have the time. Class is over for now. Take care, you little rascals. We have art and home economics. Alright. Hello, class. It is I, Hassel, yet again. I'm pleased to say that everyone did very well on the midterm exams. As a reward for all of your hard work, we have a special guest visiting us today. Now then, Rossi, please come in. Greetings. I am Brassies. I am an artist, and I focus exclusively on grass-type Pokemon for my work. Brassies here mainly creates three-dimensional pieces such as statues and the like. One of his major works is the installation titled Surrendering Sunflora found in Artisan. Many of you who challenged the Artisan's gym are no doubt familiar with these sculptures. Yes, I do recognize some faces among your students. I hope you all understand how fortunate you are to be able to attend Hass's classes. Old Hass is the man who saved me when I had lost all hope and given up on myself. But he never gave up on me. I do not exaggerate when I say that he's my mentor in life. It is precisely thanks to Hass that I was able to establish my current art style. Ah, dear Brassy, I have nothing against reminiscing about old times, but today I hope you will guide this class in a way only you can. Of course. Let's see, why don't we discuss what Hass mentioned, surrendering Sunflora? Can anyone here tell me what my move was when I crafted the detached expression? No. No! Completely and utterly wrong! When I made that sculpture, I had surrendered all hope. I was prepared to give up everything. I had resolved to give up my life as an artist, and that piece did not receive proper recognition. Hence the name Surrendering Sunflora? That's exactly it, Hass. When I started out as an artist, I experienced many hardships. I even became deadly ill and fell into a slump that drove me to desperation. I began worrying only about what would sell. I was only concerned with fame and fortune, kind of like Bonorami in Persona 5 Royal, which we also have, which will return next time. But all my pieces during this time had no depth. They were all shallow trash. It was then that I met Hass. He helped me realize how petty I was being. I'll spare you the details, but in the end I was able to leave all that behind. And that is also when I crafted the Sunflora. Remarkable! Even I didn't know this full story until now. This kind of thing is hard to tell someone, especially when they are so close to you. Now, I don't doubt that your adolescents will often find your heads crowded with worries. My advice to you is simple. Be honest with yourself and do what your heart desires. So long as you don't cause trouble, that is. That is all from me. I must admit, I'm beginning to feel a bit embarrassed, so I bid you farewell, Hass. And farewell to your pupils as well. Oh, Brassy, I can't believe it. Such a wonderful class. I do so much. Oh boy, you got a little too emotional there. Oh boy, here come the waterworks. But we still have another class with him. Hello, class. It is I, Hassel, yet again. First, allow me to apologize for losing my composure during our last class. I was so touched by Brassy's story that I simply couldn't contain my emotions. I'm sorry for making such a scene. I certainly got very stern talking to from this time after that class, yes. Anyway, let's shift gears and dive into the materials for today's class. Now, have any of you heard of the 10 sites of Paldea? As the name would imply, there are 10 sites in Paldea that are considered practically beautiful. Among them, I would say, would be the Grand Olive Orchard that is likely the most accessible. You can see field after field of olive trees from the hill on the way to Cortando. 2 waterfalls are counted among these 10 sites, Fury Falls and Roya Falls. Then there's the peak of Glaciado Mountain, known as Paldea's highest peak. There's another cliff on Glaciado Mountain that's named after a rather unique shape. So let me ask you, my students, what is the name of this 3-pronged cliff out of Glaciado? No need to grasp at straws. Glaciado's glass, Glaciado's leech. Crap baskets. I forgot! I don't think we've even... A very good guess. I think something reaching would stretch out farther, though. The 3-pronged cliff of Glaciado's mountain is, in fact, known as Glaciado's crest. I was thinking that! Though its shape is too far stubby for that to be of a human hand, I imagine someone thought it would look like a Pokemon hand grabbing something. There's also the mountains in Area 3 of the East Province, when you can get a look at Levicia. It's practically gorgeous at night. In fact, the view is so brilliant, it's known as the Million-Volt Skyline. I hear it's quite a hotspot for dates, and deservedly so for having such a romantic view. I imagine it's, what did the kids say these days, a very, bleak selfie spot? Of course, you may feel that all 10 sites live up to their grandiose names. How often do we visit some tourist spot only to be disappointed? Not to say that you shouldn't visit them, only that you should keep your hopes in check. The important thing is to go yourself and see them with your own 2 eyes. And sometimes a disappointing experience can be worthwhile in some way. Take a chance. Well, that's it for today's class. Thank you for your attention. Okay, so that's art out of the way, and now the only thing that's left is, home economics with Mr. Saguaro. Put away your phones, it is time to begin class. Though some of you had to retake the midterm exam multiple times, I'm glad to say that the majority of the class passed without issue. I feel honored to see that the knowledge and skills indispensable for daily life are taken from all of you. I trust that you will work just as hard at life skills in the second half of our course as well. Let us now turn to the attention topic of the day, which was inspired by a question received on the subject of meal powers. The student who asked this question is a young man who enjoys the culinary arts, and clearly not sitting in the side of the room. He tells me that he regularly researches culinary techniques on his own, and pays careful attention to the ingredients he uses. He also spends day and night studying all aspects of the culinary arts. Yet despite this, he's baffled by his inability to increase the effectiveness of his meal powers. So tell me, Miss Lewis, since you did quite well on your midterm exam, what should, this young man do to increase the effectiveness of his meal powers? Arvin? You should make food with other people. Perfectly correct. I see that you are knowledgeable about the culinary arts. To increase the effectiveness of meal powers, your sandwiches must be filled with many different ingredients. For a single person, this may prove difficult, but if you prepare a sandwich with others, you will be able to handle a larger serving of bread. With a larger base to start with, it becomes quite simple to add more ingredients to your sandwich, which in turn makes it possible to receive meal powers of increased effectiveness. This applies more broadly as well. When dealing with a difficult issue, working with others to solve that issue may be the best course of action. I'm sure that Arvin would like to work with friends to craft his sandwiches in the future. Oops. The identity of a meal student is a matter of privacy, so I have to ask that you do not pry too deeply. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. Well, we have one more class, and that'll just be it with the classes. put away your phones. It is time to begin class. While you're out performing fieldwork with one of your Pokemon walking alongside you, have you ever noticed changes in its coloration? Now, I don't mean that it suddenly becomes a shiny Pokemon or any nonsense like that. I am speaking of it becoming filthy! Pokemon Battle. They get hurt by moves used against them. They get battered by wind and rain. They get covered in sand and mud. They get, in a word, filthy. I have seen many a trainer walking about with their adorable little Pokemon without addressing this issue. It is deplorable. Let me ask this question as someone who I can sure will not tolerate such shameful conduct. Yes, Miss Leaves. What should you do if your Pokemon is dirty? You clean it up. You pat it on the head, or nothing. You clean it up. But I would like to pat it on the head because you know what? They are good boys and girls that we actually keep as partners. Clean it up. Perfectly correct. I knew I could count on you to provide me with such an answer. When your Pokemon are dirty, clean them. This is, of course, simply common sense. While you're having a picnic, you can approach the Pokemon in your team and perform a variety of actions. One such action is putting them through what I would like to call the Pokemon wash. In other words, you're able to clean them up. You start by getting your sponge lathered with soapy bubbles as you gently and carefully scrub your Pokemon. Once your Pokemon's nice and covered in soapy bubbles, the bubbles will encapsulate the filth, then you simply wash it away with a spray of water. This will get your Pokemon clean, shiny, and bright as a Terra-Jewel. It is certainly quite a bit of work, but this could also restore HP and cure status conditions. However, some Pokemon may have parts of their bodies they don't want scrubbed or that they'd rather not get wet. Be sure to keep this in mind when cleaning your Pokemon. Now then, the most important thing I must mention is some Pokemon like to be dirty. Though I will contradict myself for saying this, please do remember that cleaning your Pokemon is not always the kind thing to do. Our time together has come to an end. I bid you all farewell. Classes are done. Now time to have fun times with the teachers. Okay, who do we actually want to hang out with? Hassel and, they're both over here. Let's talk. Oh, why hello there, young Leaves. I'm sorry, I was lost in thought and didn't notice your approach. I feel I must again apologize for what transpired in the schoolyard. What are you talking about? I'm of course referring to how I suddenly had to take my leave while we were still engaged in conversation. That woman who showed up is a dragon tamer, and a relative of mine, I might add. You see, I come from a very long line of trainers who specialize in dragon-type Pokemon. There was a child in our family who was expected to stand as its head and lead to greatness. But the young lad, rebellious fellow that he was, ran away from home one day. He made quite the show of it too, swearing he'd make a living with music. A lot happened since then, and now he's the art teacher and Elite Four member before you. After I so rudely took my leave during our last conversation, my dear relative encouraged me to give up teaching and return home at last. I've been told the current leader of my family, that is to say, my father, is in poor health. Oh, but I do apologize. Perhaps I'm not cut out for teaching after all. What sort of teacher grumbles on at his own student? You're a great teacher. My dear Luz, you have no idea how much your words mean to me. Thank you. Thank you so very much. You feel trusted by Mr. Hassel. Miss Miriam's over here. Oh, hey Luz. Sorry, were you looking for me? I've been away from the nurse's office lately. Did you need something from me? Let's talk. Are your Pokemon hurt? Just a sec. Here you go, a little first aid. You must be really having an adventure out there, judging from those scrapes and cuts. Oh yeah, I guess it's pretty unusual for me to be out of the nurse's office like this. Well, I'm actually doing a bit of study. Though I thought I'd try my best at the health teacher certification exam one more time. You can do it, Miss Miriam. Just so you know, it's totally not because I'm inspired by a certain somebody working hard at their treasure hunt, okay? Well, maybe I am just a little bit. So, you know, thanks. Yeah. Uh-oh, my break time's almost over. I know you'll be cheering on me on, Luz. You feel trusted by Nurse Miriam. And Mr. Reifert's over here by the books. Why, if it isn't Luz from Class 1A, are you perhaps interested in the rest of the old tale I told you in class? It is convenient that you would take the bait I presented in class. A vessel, a sword, a set of tablets, and a set of beads. After obtaining these 4 treasures, the king's castle was destroyed. Why, you ask? Because these 4 treasures were actually 4 Pokemon. As these Pokemon were passed from human hand to human hand as treasures, they slowly became tainted by hubris and greed. Finally, after coming in contact with the rapacity of the king at the time, they awakened as disasters and began to rampage out of control. The king called for renowned Pokemon wielders to defend the country, and after a fierce battle, these incarnations of disaster were quelled. It is said that these 4 Pokemon were then sealed away somewhere in Paldea. So, what do you think? Would you say this story is just make-believe? Maybe not exactly. Very astute of you. I have read many historical disaster reports, personal journals, and the like. There's much to support the truth of this story. If I am able to prove the story's veracity myself, I will be sure to let you know. You became even closer with Miss Reifert. Why is Mr. Salvatore at the biology lab? Let us actually investigate. Oh, my dear Luz! Thanks to your advice from before, Pommy is, well, just see for yourself. It seems very quiet. Yeah, it's feeling better, but this particular problem may just be a bit meek, I suppose. I had Nurse Miriam take a look at it, and she says there's nothing wrong with it health-wise. So it shouldn't have any injuries, ailments, or the like. Even so, it never utters such much as a cry, which is odd. That part even has Mr. Jacques here stopped. Sorry that I couldn't be of any help. Don't worry about it. I have some more information now thanks to the Academy's security cameras, though. It seems Palmy was attacked by a wild Pokemon and fled here to the Academy grounds. Maybe it's still in a bit of shock from that experience and it can't bring itself to speak yet. Yep, if that's the case, there's absolutely no problem with keeping quiet. Haste probleme. We can just attendre, wait, that is, until it feels like talking. That's all we can do, really. Even you can speak all sorts of languages, there's no guarantee that you can understand what's going on in someone's heart. But have no fear, I won't give up. No, I'll keep on trying until we figured each other out. You feel trusted by Mr. Salvatore. Anyways, to the cafeteria. Luz, you scared me. Were you cooking something? Oh no, I'm not here for anything food related at all. I was just walking around the entrance hall, and I felt that intense gaze I told you about before. So I quickly ducked into the cafeteria here. Our cafeteria only has one entrance, so I thought I might be able to discover the identity of the person watching me if they followed me. Ah, someone's come just now. Huh? That's weird. I thought I saw her come in here. I guess I won't be able to ask my question today either. That girl. I feel like I've seen her several times before. She seems to be a student here, but I get the feeling her question is not about her studies. Next time I see her, maybe I'll go start up a conversation myself. It had been a little scary being here on my own. I'm glad you're here with me. Alright, to the staff room with, Mr. Saguaro. Ah, Miss Luz. There's something I would very much like to ask your help with. You need my help? Well, you see, I do not want anyone to overhear this, but I heard rumors of an incredibly sweet convent that exists somewhere in the Paldea region. I absolutely must experience this ambrosial sweetness for myself. You are the only one who knows about my insatiable sweet tooth, thus I have no one else to turn to for help in this matter. I cannot go looking for this convent lest I destroy the image the students have of me. I will repay your troubles, of course. Give it some thought if it piques your interest. In the meantime, I'll gather what information I can about this absolutely incredibly sweet convent. I'll share what you find as soon as I have more detailed information. You feel trusted by Mr. Saguaro. Anyways, nurse's office. No way, no way, no way! Come on, Miriam, just try it. Miss Dendra! Oh, great timing, you kid. Nurse Miriam here won't try the sandwich I made. Well, duh, I don't want to get stomachache. You won't, probably. I still remember that sandwich you made me with meat filling and meat for bread. That one really messed me up bad. I hadn't trained in the art of sandwich making yet back then. I was young and thoughtless and... It was last month! So, as you can see, I'm not getting anywhere trying to persuade her. Even after I went through that intensive sandwich making training, it kind of makes me sad. She went through intensive sandwich making training? She worked really hard at it. Ugh. I guess I have no choice if you got one of our cute little students on your side. So fine, I'll try your sandwich. Let's see it. Yes, I knew you'd come around. Here it is. It's a little strangely flavored, but I guess it's not bad. Woohoo! My train paid off! I'm so glad my sandwich was pleased with the great Nurse Miriam. I look up to you, you know. Thank you for trying it, and thanks to you too, new kid. And she's run off again. That was weird, but that's just how Miss Dendra is, I guess. She's always coming to the nurse's office with some injury or another too. Well, starting to really fan out with, like, everything with, all the teachers. But I think to wrap up, we will do one more, area that we're gonna actually cover. Which means we're actually heading for our next battle with the Titan. The Quaking Earth Titan. Mysterious quakes keep shaking the Asado Desert. Puerto Marinada locals claim they've caught glimpses of an unknown creature raging about through the obscuring clouds of sand and dust. We will set that as our destination, and we will go to the Asado Desert Watchtower. Alright. We got ourselves a, another Titan to take on. And there it be. It is massive. And it would be a little scary. It kind of looks like a dolphin, but it really isn't. Touch. Oh boy! Hello, Luz. This is Professor Turo. Iron Treads is a Pokemon that came from the great crater of Paldea. I ask that you do whatever it's need to subdue it for me, with all due caution, of course. Alright, got it. We're gonna actually swap back. I don't know why I still had goodbye in lead. Knockoff. Still using knockoff. Oh, but we're slower. Ooh. Well, it's rolling off now into the distance. We will, change position and heal up Quackball. It literally went, like, all the way over here. The Titan Iron Treads begin eating something. Luz, looks like you found yourself a Titan. Wait, that's the Quaking Earth Titan? Is that thing even a Pokemon? It must be trying to get pumped up with that little snack. Time to show that thing what you and me can do, Luz. I'm gonna use the Scoblin and caught nearby to seize a really spicy victory. This is gonna burn. Ironhead. Well, we need to be faster. And now we're already guaranteed to be faster because Iron Treads' speed got cut down. Ooh, Fire Fang. And we will use Aqua Cutter to finish it off. It's super effective. The wild Iron Treads fainted. Oh, it's sleepy time. You defeated the Titan Iron Treads. Yes! Nice going, little buddy. What even was that thing, though? I kind of feel like maybe I've seen it somewhere before. Anyway, I bet if we head inside here, we'll find more of that Herba Mystica I was eating. Let's give that place a once-over before that thing decides to come back. Come out, wherever you are! Yes! Found it! Here's our little herb. You and Arvin found the sour Herba Mystica. This shape, this sheen, it looks like it'll taste horrible, which means it's gotta be good for you. Now then, let's see, what does the book have to say? Okay, sour Herba Mystica is chock full of nutrients and is great for boosting your overall health. It says here it works wonders whether you're tired physically or mentally. Perks you right up. No time to waste, let's get some food going. Yeah! Yo! Sorry for the wait. Here's a super healthy sandwich that'll perk you up right up once you eat it. Plus, as a token of our friendship, here's another Titan badge. Gaze upon it in awe as you eat. We got the Quaking Air Titan defeated, and our sour sandwich is ready for consumption. And Ryan Q Marion's here. Well, might as well, because considering that we're, like, giving it more powers. Come on out, Mavastiff. Food's up. Oh, would you look at that? Seems like someone's got a proper appetite now. Well, someone just wants to scarf while the other one just wants to scarf everything down in one bite. Marion will now be able to glide. Seems like that fella's also slowly regaining its original strength. Still, it doesn't look like it's anywhere close to returning to its battle form. It seems healthy enough physically. Maybe it's got some kind of mental block that's preventing it from returning to its true form? What do you mean? I've read about it in books before. A mental scar, like psychological trauma, you know. I think that's what you call it. Maybe it had a terrifying experience in battle, so now it's scared to battle at all? Well, don't worry. I'm sure both that brute and Mabosstiff will make a full recovery eventually. So, how do you feel, Mabosstiff? How's that Herba Mystica working? No pressure. Not like it's fair to expect every kind of Herba Mystica to have some huge effect, right? And it's not like the effect has to be immediate, either. Hey, it's okay, don't worry. Luz and I are gonna make sure you're all ready as rain. We've got one more up to go, and I bet it's gonna be the best of them all. It's just gotta be. Alright, Luz, the next step on the little air button should be the last. We can't lose steam until we're done. Let's keep up on our momentum. Here we go! Hello, Luz. This is Tur. I detect that Miraidon has regained more of its original power. After it has jumped into the air, you should try pressing the B button again. It should glide now. Press the B button when you're in the air, and Miraidon will now glide for you. If you press the B button once more, you'll stop gliding and immediately start falling. You must continue helping Miraidon recover. Well, now time to test, the ability to glide. Let's actually get to a high point. Ooh! Well, we're, free-falling at this point. We might as well just, glide around a bit and have a bit of fun. We could also try the, you know, auction, because we actually got that. We haven't done it yet. Uh-oh, we're having a rapid descent. Okay, the rapid descent is, like, super fast. Jeez. Proteins. Tomato berries. A chipped pot. We've got a chipped pot at 3,000. We might as well try this. $3,500! Ooh, 4,500! 55! 7,000! Ooh, 7,500! 8,005! 10,000! Ooh, that's too much. 11,000! 11,500! 12,500! What in the world? Sold to the young lass. Nice going. Well, we got a chip pot, which will help us evolve a Sinesti into Poltergeist if we ever decide to get one. There's proteins, there's tomato berries to help with certain things. Well, we might as well make the next destination coming up is the Alphanodron. Tulip, the bewitching beautician. This psychic-type user is a real force, even among gym leaders. She runs the cosmetics brand, which she also models for, and she also aims to be the very best in everything she does, including battle. Well, she wants to be the very best like no one ever was, but you can't always be the best at everything, and that's not just like, with what she is. She seems to be that kind of person as a model, and acting a little snobbish and stuck up. But you never know, some of these people might actually be, you know, really genuine. Oh, we got a soda pop. Well, we might as well catch a couple of other things. Oh, mudshot, gross. Alright, Grimer was caught. Grimer, the Sledge Pokemon. When two of these Pokemon's bodies are combined together, new poisons are created. Disgusting. Hi. Ooh, I probably should have low sweep, because that would have, But there's another one right there. How convenient. Oh, it traced our torrent. Okay, we're low sweeping this. Oh, there goes a Psybeam. Alright, we got ourselves a Curlia. A male Curlia at that, so we could actually have a Glade. Curlia, the emotion Pokemon. The cheerful spirit of its trainer gives it energy for its psychokinetic power. It spins and dances when happy. Well, definitely happy to have caught at least one. I didn't mean to talk to the Pokemon. Nurse Joy, it's time for you to heal my Pokemon. Alright. We're gonna actually save, and we're actually gonna call it there for our night. I know this has been another short stream, despite the fact that we got the 6th gym done. We took more classes, and we got the 4th Titan, so we've got like another Titan to go. But it's not gonna be for a while that we take the last Titan. We still got 2 other gyms, and also 2 more members of Team Star that we'll have to take care of. So now our team's starting to really shape up and get between 43 and 45. So I know that it's been a while since we actually did streams. It's almost been like 2 weeks since the last stream, and I just didn't have a lot of time because Christmas stuff with work was just going to be a pain in the butt. We will actually have another stream tomorrow. It'll be Persona 5 Royal because, unfortunately, I normally would stream Wednesdays, but Wednesdays have been getting caught with closing, so, well, can't really do much with that. So, we're gonna have another stream tomorrow after, I come home from work at some point, at the usual time. But, yeah, that's gonna be it for, tonight's stream. Thank you everyone who stopped on by. This is Light Brawler, and I'm hoping that you're having a fantastic night.